Today's horoscope, Cancer September 25th, 2024. Discover your future with my daily horoscope for you about love, work, health, money and compatibility with other signs. Entertaining new and unique ideas comes naturally today, with Mercury and Uranus harmonizing. You're in an unusual position to talk about something close to your heart. Friends and networks can inspire you to think creatively or encourage you to try something new. As the day advances, your imagination may be working overtime. Mercury and Neptune head toward an opposition, making it difficult to concentrate when you need to the most. It can disrupt routines, and you can have difficulty arriving at definite answers or conclusions. On the one hand, the desire is to obtain information and make sense of something, but on the other, the tendency to break it apart is powerful. Let your imagination go, but do so at the right time and place and not so far that you set yourself up for a letdown. Today should be fun, surprising, and charming. Our cosmic messenger, Mercury, stands within your solar house of communications and will link to electric Uranus in your solar house of friendships, which could bring a lively introduction of someone new into your circle. This will send a jolt of laughter and spontaneity into your schedule, which you surely could enjoy. Don't be too uptight, embrace new connections, especially if your lover thinks you'd make great friends with this new individual. If you are single, this could be an introduction to someone who tickles your fancy. Changes in your work community may unexpectedly occur today. You could have intuition running into someone or hearing from someone, as Mercury in Virgo trines Uranus retrograde in Taurus. In some way, the communication will be unexpected. Maybe this work friend has some drama to relay or other news that will catch you off guard. You could also see them somewhere you would not have guessed, like a coffee shop. Regardless, this interaction could cause you to see your work community and connections differently depending on what comes up in conversation. A feeling of peace or contentedness is available to you now, and though you might not know the source, it feels a long time coming. Typically, it's possible for you to go about finding the source of this feeling in what others might call a backwards approach. Begin a discipline now of healthy practices. A diet of light foods and plenty of water along with physical activities might reveal to you the source of this peaceful feeling. Starting in the next few days, you may be able to stabilize a fluctuating situation and get some good results in your material life. But today, you will have to content yourself with following your objectives and keeping a low profile. You're not as open as you should be, and every person you meet will make you realize how much your behavior needs to evolve and how much you need to be questioning things. You don't like newness as much as you should and prefer being in comfortable and habitual situations rather than attempting to get some newness into your life. With the moon in a nostalgic, reflective, intuitive, and imaginative part of your chart, aligned with Jupiter, you have an opportunity to pause. After some significant changes over the past 24 hours with more on the horizon, today could be a day for breakthroughs and finding peace of mind. No matter how busy you are, take a moment to relax and engage your imagination. This is when you will connect directly with luck and expansion. As she settles into her first full day in your romantic sector and as she kicks off the most romantically charged months of 2024, Venus might have to compete with the new working week, but she has friends in high places. From the start, having Mars in Cancer and the support of both planets in an adventurous part of your chart is giving the spirit of romance such a boost that there is no room for excuses. Daily Planetary Overview. Today's cosmic energy is setting the stage for unexpected revelations and breakthroughs in your conversations. With Mercury in analytical Virgo trining Uranus retrograde in Taurus, you may find yourself stumbling upon surprising information that could change your perspective. It's as though the universe is giving you an opportunity to unearth something that's been hidden for a while. Whether it's you or someone else, there's a strong desire to speak up, to share something that's been kept private or suppressed for a long time. Have you ever been in a conversation where, out of nowhere, someone drops a truth bomb that completely changes the course of the discussion? Well, today could be one of those days. There's a powerful lesson here about the value of openness and vulnerability. Sometimes, we hold things back, unsure of how others will respond, but today, the stars are aligned in a way that encourages you to open up. That secret or unspoken feeling you've been holding on to? This might just be the perfect moment to let it out. Sharing your thoughts could lead to a fascinating discovery not only about the situation at hand but about yourself and your relationships too. Have you ever found that sharing something you thought was insignificant actually brought you closer to someone? Don't shy away from these unexpected moments. What conversations have you been avoiding lately that might benefit from a little transparency? In your relationships, you might notice that your expectations are running a bit high. It's wonderful to have ambitions, but it's also important to stay realistic, especially when it comes to the people in your life. If you find that you're expecting too much from others or setting goals that feel unattainable, now is the time to take a step back and reevaluate. What does balance look like for you in your relationships? Remember, clear communication is key. If you want to avoid misunderstandings or tension, make sure your plans and expectations are known. When you align your desires with the needs of those around you, your interactions become more harmonious and fulfilling. And speaking of relationships, today is a fantastic time for connection. Your accommodating nature is shining through, and others are drawn to your easygoing and supportive energy. You're especially good at putting friends or partners at ease, even if they're feeling tense or stressed. Have you ever noticed how your calm energy can help diffuse a tense situation? Your ability to listen and offer support will go a long way today, but just be mindful not to overextend yourself. While it's great to be there for others, giving too much, especially physical assistance, could lead to burnout or even regret later on. It's all about finding that balance between helping others and taking care of yourself. On a personal level, you might find it hard to explain why you're feeling so tense or restless today. Have you ever had that jittery feeling where you know something's off but can't quite put your finger on it? That's the energy swirling around right now. The key is not to let these feelings affect your relationships or create unnecessary tension. Avoid making rash decisions or acting out of frustration. Instead, take a moment to breathe, center yourself, and think carefully about what you need to do to bring peace back into your environment. What are some of the ways you find balance and calm when life feels chaotic? Finally, when it comes to finances, today calls for caution. There's a chance you've been a bit frivolous with your spending lately, and that carefree attitude could come back to bite you. It's easy to get caught up in the moment and splurge, but when the bills start rolling in, reality sets in fast. Have you ever had that sinking feeling when you realize you've spent more than you intended? Today's energy is all about practicing damage control. You might not be able to fix everything overnight, but by being patient and mindful with your money, you'll start to see things turn around. What's one area of your financial life where you could use a little more restraint? As you move through the day, remember that even though things might feel challenging or tense at times, you have the strength and wisdom to navigate these energies with grace. The universe is inviting you to be patient, focus on what truly matters, and find joy in the connections you make along the way. How are you feeling today? What's on your mind as you tackle these cosmic challenges? Let's keep the conversation going. Share your thoughts, experiences, and insights in the comments below.